Hey everyone, so it is the last day for the Aptoid code Fire. I hope you guys have gotten a chance to check out the streaming. Hope you guys are saving money and not paying that full cake or full champagne price because every dollar really does add up. And I can't tell you, I can't tell you how many people are saving money on packs and just getting an advantage on this game. I mean, we all know this is a pay to win game, but truly saving money on packs gives you a huge advantage. So, I wanted to show you guys this Sea Rush challenge, which actually is not a huge pay event. So, I think that this is kind of an overview for a lot of people who actually haven't checked it out yet. But it's pretty simple, right? You're going to set up your PvP march. The first one is ground. However, you set it up really doesn't matter because you're going to be getting through a lot of these rounds because it's such a small amount of troop power that you're going up against. But what is interesting is that they start you off on a small amount of layers, right? So you're only allowed to do up to 1,000 layers for all the other troop types that are not infantry, right? So it's interesting that they're kind of teaching you that the higher buffs and troop power that you're going against, the more layers that you're going to need. That's what I think it's introducing to us. And I will say on other games that I've played, the mechanics have always been high layers. Like we never did 1,000 layers each. We always had super high infantry in front of archer because that would make the archer hit much harder. But because Evony has its own really weird game mechanics that it never ever explains to us, right? The only thing that we know is, Archer is strong against Cav and Cav is strong against ground and Siege is strong against Siege, right? We know those basics, but trying to get to the formula of how you do your marches, I mean, it's all basically studying reports, and then you have all those YouTubers that do mechanics, but it is something that constantly evolves and changes. So, back when I started out, we were only using 1,000 layers. And as we have gotten to bigger opponents, bigger matches, we're zeroing, you know, 50 billion and up type of accounts. We definitely have increased our layers. So I think this is what this is trying to teach us. If you guys ever notice, Evony does events that sort of helps you with your PvP. So Storm Ruins helps you with your buildings and battlefields. Undead, when you used to do that, we don't even play that anymore, but that actually helped you time your reinforcements. There's, lots of stuff that help you train for PvP, but I will say that I do like these types of events that actually help you with preset and marches. And I'm not really 100% sure if it's one to one, of course, like for real PvP, because it is kind of a, player versus environment. But I do like being able to see, what kills what. That's always a great thing to see in a controlled environment. So this is like the wall, right? Like the defense wall event, except instead of RSS, they're giving us fragments for Civ gear, which is great for a lot of players. And they have the commemorative coin, Blood of Ares. They have some good gifts here. So I mean, personally, I would like to have the RSS, right now, but it's all good. I think this is a great type of activity for all level of players. So the nice thing here is that as you get through your levels, you get these crystals and you can upgrade your buffs. And you will definitely need those buffs the higher that you go. So I think that the one pack that they offer, 19.99, is definitely worth it. It definitely seems like it's something that is reasonable for 19.99. You're getting 30,000 coins sometimes on some of these levels, which is quite a lot because you actually need to have a lot of coins in order to get the Civ gear fragments, right? So I think it's definitely worth it. And I think it's realistic to finish the tasks because I have stopped doing some of these tiered events because I just don't have time to finish those tasks, right? But I like the fact that it's only kind of surrounded by what level you finish. And as you can see here, I'm at 223, but I got defeated. So How do we troubleshoot? Actually, I got defeated a lot. Okay. How do we troubleshoot this? So, we definitely need to look at troop formation and presets, right? You can think about the buffs that you can activate that maybe are not activated right now. So you can activate those 10-minute buffs, those apply. I have checked and they apply. You can activate your dragon skills, those apply. Just remember to not activate your dragon skills before a battlefield or challenge, right? So those apply. I definitely tested it, I checked it, I made sure that the percentages went up when I activated it. So even with all these changes, I still lost. So that means I need to do a pivot, right? So what is great about the next day? The next day means that you have more chance to get more blue crystals to upgrade your buffs. So now I'm starting on the archer, and this should be able to do the automation, right? It should be able to get through, I don't know, 200 levels on its own. You might have a different, situation if you have better buffs. If you have T16, you might be able to get to way higher. And then of course, if you're below K40, you may not be able to get, past 100. Who knows? But everybody's going to have like a little bit of a different journey here, but I think the process is still the same. So we're going to basically just see how much we have to go through in order to be able to upgrade my buffs with the crystals. And we'll just fast forward this because you guys don't need to sit through, I don't know, 200 of these. Okay, jump to doing quite a bit of these. I'm going to show you upgrading after getting a lot of crystals, and as you see here, we got quite a lot. So this is quite a lot of buffs that we're adding right now. So we'll go ahead and jump back to the ground center, and unfortunately, you have to I don't know why they do this. You have to reapply the generals. Why don't they just let us save it like a preset? Who knows? So we will match it up again. I'm doing the max. Did I do the max? I don't think I did. But as you see here, we easily won with those added buffs. So we will just keep going as far as we can go with the buffs, and it looks like it looks like we only could do one. That's fine. So we'll return and we'll just change up the March preset. And as you see here, they give us 10,000 layers. And before I only had 4,000. So I'm going to try this again with all top T15s. And that did not work. All right. One thing we didn't do before we got into the arena is we didn't actually check the buffs. So let's check those and see if they're active. So we're going to reactivate them and go back and see if that helps at all. And same setup, and nope, that did not help. So we now will have to look at the troop formation, and we will basically give more T14, more T13, and then maybe like 50. I don't know what we're doing here, but okay, maybe not that much, but maybe like 50,000 for just a couple more tiers. Oh, all right. And then we'll go back to the top and do the T15s and see if that helps at all. And that did help. So, not to say that that is the way you should do it for every single time, because it actually doesn't work every single time. For whatever reason, sometimes you have to do 10K layers and just the top one. I don't know, maybe, you guys know in the comments. I haven't been really looking at the troop compositions, but it almost seemed like the generals were different. So, like, sometimes Ludwig would need a different combination than, Charles, or I don't know how it really worked, but this is just all guessing. Try to guess and see what you can do. But once you get stuck, then just go to your other land and see how far you can get there so that you can keep accruing crystals to upgrade your buffs, right? So it's a whole little ecosystem of a process. Everything is symbiotic. So, let me see what we're gonna do next. So, on this one, okay, so we went up to 10K layers here and just did all top T15, and that beat him. So, it's just interesting, like, I just keep changing it back and forth, so I don't really know if there's really a standard of how you do it yet. But definitely think that I go further with Archer because my Archer general is just way more developed than ground. But not even just the general, but just my stats in general are so much better. I think it's like a 1000 percentage difference between Archer and ground. So we lost. Okay, why are we losing? Let's check this out. Okay, so we're going to upgrade the crystals. So that's quite a lot of percentage that we added on. Let's see how we do. Pretty good. So yeah, I think it's a fun PvE, but it's like PvP. It's fun. I like it. Maybe I like it because we don't actually have to spend an arm and a leg on this. And I do like the fact that lower coiners and FTP can get the Civ fragments because it's only fair that it's about time that they are able to get that gear. Okay. So so we're gonna go back to ground and see if those upgrades on the stats are gonna help here, and it did. So, see? We're just coasting by now, but we'll see how far we can go. And make sure that your Monarch gear has march size capacity selected. I don't know, some people might have march speed or something else, like gathering wood or whatever, I don't know. But just make sure you have your march size capacity selected, make sure you have your buffs on, make sure you have a dragon skill on. You don't have to use your dragon skill, but it does, give you quite a bit more of a boost. And then making sure that, you have, your march size capacity wherever you can get that. Obviously, the boost doesn't work for march size capacity, but you can upgrade your rally spot. You can upgrade your rally spot general. There's also, I think there's some gears that add march capacity. And if you get the freedom set, the full set there, I think you get 20 or 30% extra march capacity. So think about all the places that you can get march capacity, and that is going to also help you. So it looks like we are stuck again. Okay, so this one already had the layers, so I'm going to change it up, making them smaller. And again, guys, I don't know, I don't know any science behind this whatsoever. Nope. All right, are we going back to the range? Well, at least we know another general type is gonna open up tomorrow. And see how many coins I have already? 100K. And that's definitely because of that 1999 pack. I think those give you some pretty chunky coins. So, for 1999 and a couple of fragments, we get fragments for free from monsters, right? We get supremacy drops for monsters at this point in time. But if you enjoy playing the game, these are the kinds of events that I don't mind spending, 20 bucks on because it seems reasonable, So we are trying to change up the presets again. And we're going down to T12. See if that helps at all. And it did. So again, guys, when I change up the layers, it often helps, but there are times when it does not help to do that layer setup. I don't know why. Sometimes I have to do just the normal layers and then just only the top T15. I don't know why it is, but it looks like what I did right now got me through a couple of rounds. So yeah, I think I even did 50K layers for everything on inventory when I did it before, but that did not help. So when I stop at like T12, that seems to help more. I don't know. I'm definitely interested to see how like other people are doing this for sure. I love all of these victories. All right. This might be putting me to sleep and you to sleep. Let me see if there's anything else of importance on this event. Okay, here is the leaderboard, and we got Big T up here. Is Big T beating me? I was gonna give up, but he's first place right now and I'm second, so I was gonna stop, but we are tied. I can't I can't let that fly. And of course Farolino is first. But yeah, here is the servers next to us, and then um you can see all of the leaderboards, which is kind of fun. So we have to beat Big T, even though I'm at a stopping point. So let me think. How should we beat him? Okay, we're going to go back to ground and see if we have more buffs. Yes, we do. Ooh, we got a lot of buffs. All right. This better do it. We better beat Big T. So let's see how we do. All right. I think that broke the tie. We just needed one. But we'll keep going until it gives us a defeat because we wanna make sure Big T doesn't beat us back. So, I already got defeated, unfortunately. So, let's see how we're doing in the leaderboards. Alright. It's like a Pharaoh sandwich with 2 baby bears. And there we go. Beat Big T. It's awesome, right? That's awesome. And it's fun to check out the all server ranking. You'll see Geek is first here, and I'm like a lowly in the 400s. So I'll pro- I will probably keep getting pushed down as more people play this, but it's, this kind of stuff is a nice change up. It's fun, and you know, having this during the mega event is, it's kind of nice that Evony is giving us some activities to do. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Hopefully this helped. I don't know how helpful it was, but at least you see how when we change up the preset and how when we change up the layers that you can get defeats in or victories in without having to do like major buffs. So, good luck guys. Hope you guys enjoy this and see you soon.